Hey, you guys. This is your girl, Spontaneous Queen, back at it again. But this time, I'm here to ask you some some crazy questions. But I honestly want to know from your point of view, your standpoint on how you really feel. And before I get to my question, for those of you who like to take notes, this could be a keynote. I believe this is just me talking and vibing with you guys on this lovely Friday. But I want to just ask you guys some couple of questions. And I just want you guys to be relaxed. So we got the jazz music in the background playing. And it's Friday. You know, we just want to see, I just want to see your point of view on this topic. Feel free to put your questions, your comments, your concerns, your viewpoints in the chat. And when I get a chance, I can go back and chat with you guys and for the people on YouTube do the very same thing. But I'm going to ask you, when it comes to challenges, do you kill it or do you just forget about it? Mm. Now, I'm going to ask you the same question again, but this time when I ask you, I want you to really think about it. And you have to be real with yourself, though. This answer has to come deep within. Okay? Let me give you a background story. A couple of weeks ago, I was in the extra, I was in some kind of training class, and we was learning about different things and whatnot. And we was learning about the different gifts that each of us have and what level we're on and all that kind of stuff. And I was the one bold enough to ask, what are my gifts? What level am I on? You know? Because I really wanted to know. I really wanted to know. So I was given a challenge, a 7 day challenge. Well, you can call it a fast. And I'm going to tell you what that challenge consists of. And now this is going to be an update from that challenge. I already did the challenge and completed the challenge. So if I'm remembering right, the challenge consists of me. I chose to eat healthy, but the challenge consisted of me getting a mustard seed, put it in the southwest side or southeast side of my yard, burying it in the ground, and prayer candle. I had to clean my body um, from the inside out by doing a spiritual bath. And mind you, I never did no spiritual bath in my freaking life. But this fast was really consist of me getting back return of the things that I thought I was losing out on. So let me give you a backstory. I was in a marriage, and everything that I thought I lost in that marriage, I was giving God 7 days to say, hey, in 7 days, I want to return on everything that I lost. So within that 7 day fast, I decided to eat healthy. I decided to incorporate prayer, use a prayer candle, do a spiritual bath. And then on top of that, I wrote down a list of everything that I lost. Then I wrote down everything that I wanted to gain within 7 days. And then every day that I woke up, or every night rather, I repeated those things on the list. So I'm going to ask you again the question: when it comes to a challenge, do you kill it or do you just forget about it? Now, back in the day, I used to do challenges. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, I'm going to do it, but then I stop. But this particular challenge, for some reason, I really, really took it serious. Like when I got the instructions to do it, I did it the same very day. I didn't wait until, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, I got all my material and I did it the same day. And I'm gonna give you a couple of things that I put on my list. Hopefully this can inspire you. Was love, peace, time, house. Now, I just jotted down those 4 bullet points, but I'm going to go back into detail what it meant to me. Now, that was like the thing that I put on my list, the thing that I lost. People are like, how you lose love? Sometimes when you're in the wrong relationship with someone, not with everyone though, you can lose love for them or you can lose love for yourself. And I am a giver by nature. That is me. That is my makeup. I am a giver, 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 giver. And in that relationship, we have to stop thinking about relationships as, oh, that person did me like this person did me like that. No. You have to think about, what did I gain? What experience did I gain from that relationship? What can I take it? Can I take some of the things, some of them, not all of them, to my next relationship? Or what are some of the things that I don't want to take with me? You know? But in that relationship, it taught me about self-love. It taught me about pouring love into myself first. Peace. Oh my God, peace. Peace is every freaking thing. It's everything. When you don't have peace, you really value peace. And then another thing I put on my list was time. I know we cannot, it's one thing that you cannot get back is time. You cannot go back and say, oh, let me redo this. No, you cannot. You cannot. You can't get back time. You cannot get back time. You know? And it's funny though, because it's not my pet peeve, but I was like, don't waste my time. I don't got time for this. I'm too young for this. I used to always say that. And it's funny because I say I don't have time for this. And my daughter be like, haters. Haters always doing this. Haters always doing that. Ever since she was little, she always talked about haters. Hell, she even made a song about haters. But she know about haters at 10. And another thing that I put on my list was a house. Now everybody would like, oh my God, I want to get a house built from the ground up, a white picket fence. But I did get the house. I picked out everything in the house. I didn't get the basic package. I got all upgrades from the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs. And it was all white inside. Even the movie room. I picked out every single thing in that house. And sometimes when God have you on a mission, you cannot be attached to material things. You cannot be attached to material things. So that was a few of the things that I lost. But when I tell you, when I did this spiritual bath, this is what I did. Now you can do spiritual baths however you want to do it, but this is how I wanted to do mine. I wanted to get the water as hot as I can stand it. I put some Epsom salt in it. I have my little prayer candle, and then I have like the LED candle, battery controlled, and then I turn the lights off. Then I had my church music playing because during this 7-day challenge, I didn't want to hear anything else but inspirational music. As I laid in that water, I prayed. I prayed. I prayed. I prayed. I stayed in the water until the water got cold. And then everything that I had on my list that I wanted God to give me back on that list, I prayed. Anything that I felt like I needed to let go of, or anyone or anything that felt like came against me, or anything that I felt, or I prayed for people in that water. When I got out that water, I was so light. The things that people did to me, it didn't even matter anymore. And I'm happy that I did take the challenge to do it, because that was my first time doing a spiritual bath. And I will really incorporate that into my daily or monthly um, journey of my life, because it was very helpful. And here it was another thing that I incorporated. So whenever I put everything on the list, what I wanted to incorporate it. So it was like a little list that I went by, and it was called the formula of building your burning desires. So then from on that list, you put down everything that you want to accomplish. Then you will put what you say. If you want to get $10,000 monthly, right? You can say bullet point number 1, or I'm starting off and I am expecting. So whenever you say those things, you speak those things into existence. Don't be like, oh man, I wish I had that. No. But like, no, I'm expecting. I'm expecting $10,000 monthly. Then after I get $10,000 monthly, at the end of the month, because you got to be very specific on what you want. You have to say, I want $10,000 monthly. And after I get that monthly, I want $10,000 weekly. Once you say that out of your mouth, it's like a different shift. And you have to believe that you are deserving of those things. You cannot ask those things and then go back on what you asked for. Number 2, what are you willing to give up, or what are you willing to do in order to get that monthly income? For me, I put I will give my services for others and my gifts. And then number 3, I expect $10,000 before or by the end of next month. Then you got to say, you have to give yourself a plan of action. My plan of action is day 1, the 7-day challenge / fast. I am making healthy choices when it comes to eating. As a bonus, I incorporate prayer to speed up the process. Actually, this whole month I've been eating it. Well, I've been eating healthy anyway, but I've been very intentional. I've been very intentional about that. And then after you do all of that, sometimes you might have to write down like I or she, like you write out a contract. Because when you write out a contract, you're taking it serious, right? I or she, I am committed to the 7-day fast / challenge. I created a list of things I lost and a list of things I would gain. I demand $10,000 monthly before or by the end of next month. Everything I have written down on this list, I shall get them back and plus more. I make a commitment and I will follow through. So that was like a little declaration or affirmation for myself or a contract if you're a business person. And then once you write down everything that you lost and everything that you want to gain, you simply say those things either twice in the morning, or you can do it one time in the morning and one time at night. Or if you choose to do it every time at night, it's your choice. It's almost like a little visual or a, what they call it, a visual board, a vision board. Just imagine, because everybody say, oh, it takes 21 days to create new habits. But what if the habits that you've been doing, it didn't take 21 days to get those habits? It happened over a lifetime and a lifetime expand of your life. Everyone is different. It might take 21 days for most. Hell, it might take 3 days for some, or the same single day. It might take it. But make sure whatever you're expecting, you keep going to it. You keep saying it until it comes into fruition, until it actually comes into the physical realm. But I want to ask you guys again, when it comes to a challenge, do you kill it or do you just forget about it? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to think about it. Okay, time's up. Because you should already know. Do you commit to things or do you do not commit to things? Or do you commit to things that are easy? I challenge you. Something that you've been really, really wanting to accomplish, or something that you've been really, really wanting to do, and things and time has passed you by. I challenge you to do your 7-day challenge. I'm not going to say do 21 days right now. No. Do 7 days. After you complete those 7 days and you kill that 7-day challenge, do another 7-day challenge. Then another 7-day challenge. Then another 7-day challenge. Until it becomes habit. Until it becomes second nature. I want to reveal so bad a special program I'm going to be rolling out, but I'm going to have to hold out on that. But just know it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good, and it's gonna help the people change their mindset. It's gonna help the people rewire their thinking and their programming. But before I leave, I'm gonna ask you again. But this time, when I asked you, I want you to dig deep, dig deep, deep within. When it comes to a challenge, do you kill it or do you just forget about it? And you can apply this to anything in your life. It don't have to be good or bad, or it don't have to be a challenge. Do you do it? See, I can't see you being real, or hear you being real, or feel you being real. You have to be real with yourself. And let me tell you something, if you mess up on the challenge, let everything flow. Pick up what you left off and start again. Start again the same day. You don't have to start again the next day. Everything is perfect. Every single thing is perfect. I love you guys. This is your girl, Spontaneous Queen. And let me tell you guys, I killed that freaking challenge. I ran into that challenge head on. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. And when I tell you everything that I wrote down on that list, I got half of the stuff back within the 3 days. I'm telling you guys, it's truly, truly amazing when you begin to stand on the words that you written out for yourself. Stand on those words. Stand on the scriptures if you have to. Everything that you want in this life is yours. But are you walking up to it? Or are you letting it pass you by? So I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be bold in who you are. I'm better than yesterday. Spontaneous Queen. Until next time, I love you guys. Mwah.